You may remember that last year we started talking about the backyard demonstration garden that we're establishing here at the Botanic Garden. And the intention of it is to help showcase different ways of growing fruits and vegetables in your very own backyard. And each yard has a little bit of a different theme. Today we're focusing on the yard that we have named the Country Club Residence, which is going to be a yard that's a little bit more aesthetically designed to incorporate fruits and vegetables. Now, a lot of times we think about fruits and vegetables being planted in rows, and traditionally that's how they were done so that we could get our implements in there or to be able to easily hoe between the plants. But that doesn't have to always be the case. And in fact, we are establishing what is called a potager garden here behind me. And this potager garden, what it actually means is a French kitchen garden. Now, typically a potager garden incorporates both ornamentals and edibles together. If you kind of think of the English cottage garden meets the vegetable garden. Now, typically a French kitchen garden is, as it implies, directly just outside of the kitchen door or right off of the house. Because we don't have a true house in our demonstration garden here, what we're utilizing is kind of the door of our hobby greenhouse. And so you can see we've got 4 quadrants that are laid out. And what we first did to establish this was, of course, you've got to get rid of any Bermuda grass and weeds. And so last fall we came in here and we sprayed this out a couple of times, because with Bermuda grass sometimes that takes that. And then we laid out a line to make our quadrants. Now we have a 3-foot wide path that have 5 by 5 foot quadrants on each corner here. You can see, to further kind of establish that, we have made raised beds, and you may or may not want to make raised beds. It just depends on what's suitable for your situation. But right here we have a little bit of a low area, so we didn't want our plants sitting in too much water, so we made sure to bring up the soil level a little bit. And to hold that soil in, like any raised bed, you can use multiple materials to do that. You could use bricks or pavers, a stone, or possibly even like a wattle fence to really give it that kind of English or French look to it. However, we took another route. We used sort of this rustic wood material, but actually we just recycled some pallet wood in order to make these. So you can see we cut the wood at different lengths to kind of give it that live edge that we then attached to another board behind it, so we were able to install one whole side at a time. So that helps hold our soil in here. Now, to further establish that formal layout look, we came in here with some baby jade boxwoods. Now, we specifically chose these baby jade boxwoods not only because they're evergreen, so again they're going to give us that kind of formal look throughout the winter months when we have fewer plants in here, but also because of their fact that they like full sun, as well as they only reach a maximum height of 3 feet. Now that is over time and with maturity, because they are in fact slow growers. So all of that means less maintenance for us. If we had gotten a different, larger cultivar of a boxwood, we constantly would be contending with having to maintain these and keep them in check. So making sure that you're getting the right plant for the right location is important, as we chose a very compact baby jade boxwood here for this. So we've got this established. Again, eventually these will grow together, kind of reinforcing that foundation plant and our borders here. And then inside we'll be able to change out and put different vegetables or ornamentals in there as well. Now, incorporating ornamentals into your landscape with your edibles is, not only does it give you that aesthetic value, but it also is beneficial for bringing in more pollinators to pollinate some of those vegetable crops that you're trying to grow as well. In addition, if you planted some edible flowers in there, you might be able to utilize those in the garden, such as pansies or nasturtiums that are often added into either desserts or salads. Now, as we go through the season and when the temperatures warm up a little bit, we'll get some of this inside planted, but I wanted to shift your attention to another area that we're actually planting, and that's the pavers that are right here under my feet. So you can see we've done a checkerboard pattern with our pavers, and we've got 39 holes in our pavers here. So we thought this would be a good opportunity, again, not only to save on the number of pavers that you have to purchase, but to incorporate another sensory experience as you're walking through this garden. So we're going to today be planting some creeping thyme in each of these holes. Creeping thyme is an excellent choice for this because it is drought tolerant. So if it does dry out between the heat of these pavers a little bit, it should be okay. The other thing is it can handle some light foot traffic as well. What I'm going to do is not put whole plants in there, but actually divide them up. So we're going to go through here and sort of just find some rooting pieces, such as right here we've got one, and then we'll go to one of these open squares and kind of dig it up a little bit, cultivate it a little bit, and then get those rooted back in there. So each one of these in no time, with a little water, will take off and fill this space. Now that we've got our creeping thyme planted in between our pavers, we want to make sure that not only do we water it in, but we want to make sure to keep the traffic off of it. So what we're going to do, since we're in a public garden, is we're going to actually put some flags and stakes up to prevent the public from really accessing this area a little bit, or trying to keep them off of it. If you were doing this in your backyard, of course, you wouldn't necessarily need to do this. You would know where it is. And so you just want to allow it that opportunity to get rooted in the ground. And doing so, in no time, you will have a beautiful garden that is established in your pathway.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.